Today, I want to talk about the point of equilibrium. So, you must have read this concept about equilibrium a lot when you were in 11th or 12th standard, or maybe some of you were in high school, and you guys always thought that equilibrium is the point where the demand and the supply is, equal to each other, or they meet somewhere, so that there's a balance in this economy or in this universe. But what is equilibrium in terms of manifestation? Well, equilibrium is a point wherein you do not put much focus into this outside world or the circumstance or the old story or whatever it is. So there's this thing where I was working with a new client, and I thought that there might be a lot of scope in the project, or there might be some good opportunities, and that is why I accepted the offer. And then within 14 days I could see a lot of problems, like it wasn't those kind of problems wherein you can adjust, or wherein you can come in good terms with it with time, but it was something like I was completely not okay with. So I still told myself that let us see what could happen. But then what happened was, it was totally different to what my job role was, or where I wanted myself to be. And I was completely diverted from where I was to where I would be. And so basically, I was not okay with it. The second thing was that I didn't feel safe with my team. There was one of this member who I didn't feel safe with, and that was a major concern. But I would say that it was a universe way to divert me from that project to my original project, because somewhere or the other I was finding a reason to completely leave this project. So I had two major reasons which came up, and it eventually came with time, because when I had joined this project I was not so clear about what am I going to do. But with time I came to know, okay, this would be my job role, and I could see no future in this project, in the new project, and I could see nothing in it. So I was completely not okay with it. So I had to talk to my original manager, who was my project manager of the previous project, or where I'm still working with the original client actually. And the new client I haven't talked with because I don't feel safe with them. So I talked with my original manager, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to switch. So whenever you put things into a notebook and script, or whenever you talk to yourself with your subconscious mind, or whenever you do not put the circumstances into pedestal, or the old story into the pedestal, that's when you put an equilibrium. So I would like to read a text which totally supports what I'm trying to say, because this is what I've experienced, and I found this in one of a book, which says that when you are in a harmonious balance with the outside world, your life flows gently and pleasantly. You reach your goals without much effort. But if you build a wall of excessive potential, life becomes a struggle with the balancing forces. When confronted to a problematic situation, try to determine where you put too much of something, what you are stuck in, and to what you attribute excessive importance. Define your importance and then quit it. The wall will collapse, the obstacles will disappear, and the problem will be solved. Do not try to overcome the obstacles, decrease the importance. So, here my obstacle was, I was completely put into a new project, and my old manager said that you might be completely going off into that project. And I was not okay with it. My inner being was not okay with it. I don't know. I could sense it that it would not be fine, and I was not completely okay with it. And at that point of time, I was feeling very afraid to even script or even to affirm something, because it felt like, what if it doesn't happen? I don't know. I had this major unbelief which I had then. And then I started slowly and steadily, I started talking to myself, what is this I am putting a lot of importance in? So I was very afraid of whether my request would be accepted or not. But then when I talked to myself, and I talked to my friends, talk to my colleagues who I trust a lot, that's when I realized that I'm putting a lot of focus in it. And just because, because I had this thing in my mind that I didn't want to completely switch this project from the old to the new one. So I think when I put that intention into that universe, when I put this intention that I wanted to stay in this project, and when I put this intention I wanted to stay in the same location, because they were all also trying to put me into a different location where I was not comfortable with. I put all my intentions into staying into this place, and that is the reason I feel that the universe made it happen in some or the other way. I mean, there are still talks going on, but I could see things in a positive light, and I can see my old manager also trying to pull me back into that project. So I would say that whenever you are facing any problems, try to just ask yourself or ask your subconscious mind, what is it which I'm putting a lot of focus in. So if you're right now manifesting a specific person and the circumstances feel like, he's not reaching out to me, and I do feel sad sometimes, then just tell yourself that it's just the story you're telling. He might be completely thinking about you all the time. The important thing is, are you doing those rampages? Are you doing those are you being in that end state? Are you what techniques are you doing? Are you scripting it? Are you putting your name and your person's name together, like how a married couple writes a name? Are you writing it that ways? Like, I have seen many girls doing this, that they put their initial name and they put their husband's name there. So are you doing that with a specific person? If yes, then you are in the end state, and if you are doing this every day, then you are completely in the end state. But if you're not doing this, and if you're still putting a lot of focus on the outside circumstances and the old story, then sorry, you need to change yourself, and sorry, you need to change your perceptions as well. Because the less you put the importance on the circumstance, the less the burdens will come. So, and one day completely all of them will be removed, and you will find yourself living in the new story. So what is it you're putting much focus on? And sometimes you may just miss that person, and that is fine. You can just have your imaginal act, and that's what is happening right now, totally. And sometimes I also have felt this, when you're manifesting your person, they are also manifesting you. Like, if they are manifesting you, you just come to know they're manifesting you. And sometimes you need to really, if you are being treated in a bad way, you should know that what your importance is. You should know how to love yourself. You should know how to respect yourself, because any person out there who is not us will see you the way you see yourself. So if you see yourself as someone who is not worth it, they will also see it that way. And if you feel that you're the queen, that they can move mountains just to be with you, they will do that. But you truly need to believe in it. And this is not some kind of this is not some kind of break fix solution, or like fixing the solution. No, it should be a lifestyle. That's how it should be. And sometimes you won't even figure out what are the doubts. Just be in the end state. That's all. Thank you, guys.